Hello, my name is Rocket, and welcome back to episode 9.5 of my Pokemon Leaf Green Hardcore Nuzlocke. So, what is this about episode 9.5? Now, I talked a little bit about it on my previous episode where I will be basically just having this episode and it's going to be my full grinding session. I'm going to be EV training every single Pokemon except Metapod, which, we haven't named. And yeah, this is just mainly to be a grind episode. If you don't want to really watch me grind, you can just go to episode 10. That's completely fine. For anyone that wants to have this as a background, or actually wants to watch me grind for who knows how many hours, you're welcome to watch it. But yeah, this is just supposed to be my grinding session being recorded, and yeah, we're just gonna basically grind it out. So the first thing I think I need is repels, because we do have 15, okay. So my first task will be to go all the way back to basically the first few routes, where we kind of have a good spots to actually EV train. So I'm actually gonna put Tantrum on first for now while we get through Diglett Cave, because we want to go to the very first routes of the game, because we actually have some very nice EV spots to train. And yeah, we're just gonna basically train every single Pokemon to around level 22. Once we actually name Metapod George, we will be able to use them as well. I don't really want to use them if I'm not, if he doesn't have the nickname. Can I run away? Yeah. Some of these Dicklets have like Arena Trap, I don't really know, Sand Trap, something like that they basically don't let you escape. Hopefully I don't find too many Diglets that, won't let me go through this, for this Diglett Cave here. And you also can find some Duck Trios, which will be not very happy. They can be really scary. We can maybe even lose a Pokemon out of it. But yeah, I'm not sure how long this episode is going to be. It's mainly just, supposed to be my full grinding session. So I'm not sure how long it will be. We're not going to get Flash for now because I think it's something important. And yeah, I think it's something I should get with everyone here, so I'm gonna have to lose my repel. So where do we want to go first? Let's see here. So Tantrum wants either attack or speed, which is something we can get pretty easily. Terra the same. Bell wants like some special attack, some speed. Wings wants some attack and speed. Animo wants attack and speed, and then Baku wants HP and defense. Actually, I think I'm gonna start with Baku then, because I mean, which is the other Pokemon we have on our box that we need to train? Neko. So Neko wants attack and defense as well, or attack and speed. So I think we're just gonna finish off with Baku, because Viridian Force is a really good spot for Baku to train, because we do have the Caterpies with the HP EVs, and we have the Metapods and Kakunas with the defense EVs. And it's just stuff Baku wants. So let's see, Baku has Hypnosis, Confusion, Disable, and Pound. That's actually a pretty good move pool right there. It's going to be really good for the gym. Something else actually I was considering was using Neko for the gym leader, because we do have, what's it called? We do have Dig. We got, TM Dig. It can be very useful against the gym, so I could do that. So I'm just going to try to EV train for a little bit, and then try like later stages. But where else can we train HP and defense? There's not like really a lot of spots I could do that. So this is basically the best spot for me to farm it currently, I believe. And yeah, it's gonna be a very slow grind, but that's the main thing for this episode. If anyone wants to see me grinding for hours on end, this is for you. Yeah, this is just gonna be me grinding, no big deal. And yeah, just have a good time. I'm still thinking about what I'm gonna do with the gym leader. I think Bago has a pretty good moveset. He can put Pokemon to sleep. He can disable Double Team. He can, he has Confusion. He can put them, with like Confuse. There's so many options that Bago can actually do. I think he will be very good. But I'm still debating whether I want Neko or like Belle, because Belle, she has Sleep Powder, she does resist, but can she even do anything against the Pokemon, So there's a few things I'm still thinking about on what I'm gonna do with Lieutenant Surge. I wasn't very afraid of that fight, but then I realized my Pokemon can't deal that well against its gym. We do have Diglett, which obviously makes the gym a lot easier, but Diglett is pretty squishy and can honestly just probably get one shot by a crit or something. And, you know, that scares me a little bit, but Baku being so strong actually, you know, eases my mind a little bit. And, you know, we'll see how it goes, but for now we're just gonna keep grinding these HP EVs on Baku and just make him a, you know, this really strong wall that can pretty much, you know, take a punch and deliver back. I think he's going to be a very good addition. He's a very good addition to the Nuzlocke, I think, to the team, to the squad. I think he's doing quite well. And let's maybe use Pound a little bit as well. We probably can one-shot... Oh, we can't even one-shot Caterpies with Pound. That's a bit sad. I'm just going to keep Confusioning. It's a bit faster. I even think just going back to the Pokemon Center after the Confusion PP is gone is actually faster than pounding our way out of here. Yeah, well, a lot of Caterpies, a lot of HPVs. Baku's gonna get pretty tanky, which is exactly what we want from, you know, what we want for him, so he could be that wall. We also need to train Wings, will be kind of annoying, but we're also gonna get a few evolutions today, which is very good, and that's gonna be something very cool to have. I mean, you know, find the Diglett here and there. I'm gonna be very surprised if you don't get a shiny today, because I'm going to be fighting wild Pokemon for so long. Like, I do not know how long this grinding session is gonna be, but I assume it's gonna be really long, and I'm gonna be very surprised if you don't find a shiny. So, you know, that's gonna be something. Because of the shiny claws, we can catch it. I'm not sure if you will use it, but, you know, we can catch it at least. And Pikachu. Pikachu gives speed. Now we're back once. Hey, it's gonna be a long while, pretty much. You know, I'm not gonna be talking probably for the whole duration. I'm gonna be probably silent a few times here and there because, you know, this is a lot of it's gonna be a long journey, a long grinding session. I'm not even sure what I'm gonna say for most of it, right? You know, it's just supposed to be a chill episode, I guess. Just me grinding it out and you know, doing stuff. So let's see, we're slowly grinding a few levels, but you know, at least we're EV training them, which is the best thing. That's gonna be good. Alright, get away from that Weedle, not important, and just keep finding some Caterpies. There we go. Confusion actually has a lot of PP. 25 is pretty good. I don't know which level this Baku evolve, but I don't assume it's earlier. I'm either thinking like 28, 33, 34, something around those lines. I'm not really thinking he evolves pretty early, so I think we're gonna still have Drowsy, you know, Baku, just being Baku and not, you know, Hypno. Once we actually reach level 24, but we will have a Whipping Bell, which is gonna be interesting. And obviously that helps us a little bit more than probably Neko, because what, Meowth's like, what, level 28 or something? So, you know, it might help a little bit more just on raw stats or something. I can't be quite sure on that. It's very hard for me to remember everything, I guess. Especially since I haven't played Pokemon in a long time. I'm just coming back to the scene because I just like it so much, and I regret a little bit stopping. You know, I'm the type of guy just to, you know, that just to play like Gen 1 to Gen 3. I played a little bit of Gen 4, but after that I just kind of fell out of Pokemon, I guess. And, you know, I'm trying to get back into the scene. I think Pokemon is a thing I've been, you know, passionate about for a long time, even if I didn't actively play it for a long time. And I think it's just something I could, you know, make content out of and have a lot of fun with. And I think I can actually have a really good time. I think Nuzlockes are very interesting. I think, you know, there's a lot of videos with tons of views on just Nuzlockes. Because, you know, Nuzlocking is so popular, and I really liked Nuzlockes overall. I think that was the thing that maybe, oh, I can actually just return to Pokemon with Nuzlockes, playing my old games that I know inside out and just have a ton of fun with. And that's good, right? Finally see Kakuna. You know, just playing Gen... I mean, this is supposed to be yeah, it is a Gen 3 game, right? But, you know, starting with Kanto, which is probably the region where I know the most. I think I don't know too much about Gen 2, so Johto, I'm not very, what's the word I'm looking for? Knowledgeable, I guess, of Generation 2. I played a lot of Kanto and Hoenn, so Gen 1 and Gen 3, I guess you could call it. Those are the games I know pretty much inside out. And I never really got too much to Gen 2 because I guess I played these games on Game Boy, right? And there wasn't any Gen 2 game on the Game Boy. There was, I mean, there was, but not really on Game Boy, more like Game Boy Color, you know? So games with colors, we had the remakes of Red and Blue, and then the remake, or not really remake, it wasn't a remake, right? We had, you know, Gen 3 normal, Sapphire, Ruby, and Emerald. So, you know, those are the games I played a lot, and I pretty much know inside out. I think they're very interesting. I think Emerald is really interesting because of all the glitches you can do. I think that game is just, I think the value of Emerald just, you know, blowed up and became even better once you find out all of these interesting glitches you can do to get some legendaries and everything pretty much that you want on the game you can manipulate to get it. I thought that was very interesting. I was very interested in Emerald for a long time. But I thought starting with a Kanto region game as my first Nuzlocke would be the best in the game I know inside out as well. And, you know, we're gonna pretty much do a lot of stuff on this. Alright, sorry about that. I had something pop on my screen I just had to remove because I'm without an internet connection, apparently. And that just kind of messed up everything, and I had to do a little cut there. Sorry about that, but what was I talking about? I don't even remember. I lost my thought there. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about content on my channel. I guess I could, you know, talk about it. I think these would be a lot more interesting if I was streaming it, because maybe I could have, you know, talks, you know, just conversations with people while I grind. But you know, this is this type of grinding session when I'm just recording and don't really have an audience, I guess, or a live audience in specific. I just kind of need to talk about stuff that runs through my mind. So as I talk about future content on my channel, and there's a lot I want to do. I really like making videos. I think it's really a lot of fun, like so much fun. And once I started this Nuzlocke in specific, I was having a complete blast, you know. EV training, having, you know, really trying to figure out what I use, tactics and things like that on Pokemon. I think it just makes the game so much better. Set mode, like all these fresh things that I never really tried, I guess, because I haven't played these games for years, you know. And just coming back to them and having a completely new experience, not only because, you know, it's fresh because I haven't played it in a long time, but also because you're playing in set mode, you're playing a Nuzlocke, we're nicknaming Pokemon. I never nicknamed Pokemon ever, and I'm just having so much fun with this Nuzlocke that I think I want to make a lot more Pokemon content, because Pokemon, you know, it's been part of my being and myself for so many years, and I think I can make some great videos about them, and a lot of videos on a lot of different games. You can, and I want to do a lot of Game Boy stuff for now. You know, Fire Red, Leaf Green. I mean, I'm not gonna do a Fire Red Nuzlocke for now. I think I want to. I think the Fire Red Nuzlocke would be pretty much the same as Leaf Green, right? With, you know, a bit of exclusive differences, but overall the same game, the same opponents. I don't think that would be too much fun. I think once my channel gets bigger, that I'm hoping it will, I could live stream it, and you just do an extreme randomizer for Fire Red. I think that could be a lot of fun, and having, you know, people to help me with the nicknames, because I won't be able to come up with nicknames for all the different Pokemon that I need to nickname immediately, that I have no idea what Pokemon they are. So, you know, I think there's a lot of fun there on randomizer Nuzlockes. So yeah, for now we're not going to have anything on Fire Red, but I am thinking of doing something on those lines. I also want to do a Nuzlocke for probably Emerald, because I think Emerald is the game that probably everyone likes the most out of the three, and it is the one I enjoy the most, especially because of all the glitches you can do. That I think you can do them on the other games. I'm not quite sure, but you know, there's so much interesting stuff you can do. Then I want to, after I'm done with that, I think I don't think there's any more like normal in quotes, I guess, Pokemon games where you just as a trainer. So then I want to probably do a few ROM hacks. I've never really gotten into the ROM hack scene. I think that could be really interesting. Just playing all these new fresh ROM hacks. There's a lot of very interesting ROM hacks that up the difficulty, and you can Nuzlocke them, and it's got a lot of fun. There's a lot of games that are also probably just more plot heavy that can just do a normal 100% playthrough and do everything that you can do on the game. I think there's so much to do to grow, but I don't only want to do only Pokemon. I think if I only do Pokemon, I don't know, I'm a person that usually likes a variety of stuff. I don't want to just do Pokemon. I will do, what I mean is, like, I want to do Pokemon, but I want to do other stuff. So what I'm thinking is I do a majority of Pokemon, because, Pokemon, I just have a lot of content right now that I want to do, because I'm having way too much fun with it. But I still want to have something on the side, something like two, maybe three things happening at the same time. Like, currently I have Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke, I have my Mystery Dungeon, I'm currently still doing a 100% playthrough on another game that I haven't finished yet that I need to finish that is not Pokemon related, and I think that's a good balance. I just have a lot of different stuff happening that can do a lot of videos on each one, depending, just do progress on each one. I think it's just good overall, and just keep doing stuff to grow my channel and try to make the best content I can possibly can. And just grow. So yeah, we're probably gonna do a lot of Nuzlocks, a lot of ROM hacks, mainly on the Game Boy, because I have everything figured out for the Game Boy. I think setting up for I guess Nintendo games or not Nintendo, but like Nintendo DS games is a little bit harder. I think Game Boy is a little bit easier, and it's easier for me to manipulate, I guess. And I'm not very knowledgeable about Gen 2 and then Gen 4, 5, and whatever. Like Generation 8 or something. I don't even know. And, there's so much I can discover, so much to actually get going. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. I'm just going to do a lot of stuff. And I'm going to keep doing as much as I can put out. Oh, we're at a PP for confusion. So yeah, I'm gonna keep doing whatever I can. Like, if I have the time, I'll try to make a video on anything I can. I'm trying to get a lot of progress currently on Nuzlocke and Mystery Dungeon specific. I kind of have the other one that is not Pokemon kind of on hold, but I'm still indirectly doing stuff. I'm still grinding for a certain objective before I make my next video, which is very close to an end as well. So after I finish that, it's going to be interesting what I can begin, or if I just decide to finish Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, which will take a long time. I'm probably going to finish like 50 Nuzlocke before I finish Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, because I'm planning on doing so much for that game. I'm doing a 100% playthrough, and when I mean 100%, I mean I'm doing it 100%. I'm doing everything that you can do in the game. I'm also thinking of doing Purity Forest runs. If anyone out there has played Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, there's about Purity Forest. Basically, Purity Forest is the hardest dungeon in Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, which is a 99-floor dungeon where you go in as a level 1 Pokemon. Doesn't matter which Pokemon you pick, you go at level 1. Everything's reset, basically, and you need to go through 99 floors of pure chaos, and I think that's something really fun and a really, an actual challenge to the game, because I think overall Pokemon games aren't supposed to be hard. So when you actually add challenges to make it more difficult, I just think it makes the game way more fun, right? I'm having a lot more fun right now playing on sub mode and with the Nuzlocke rules than I was when I did just a casual playthrough, of just playing the game normally. And I think Pokemon content is evolving to that point. We're actually reaching more curious things than just a normal playthrough. I think normal playthroughs are still fine, obviously. Like, I'm probably going to do a ton of playthroughs still of games, of Pokemon games, but with an extra twist, I guess you could call it. I'm thinking of a ton of stuff I could do, and just interesting stuff. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing Purity Forest runs. I know right now there's 2 YouTubers in specific that are doing Purity Forest runs. There's a YouTuber called Whom is DS that's been doing Purity Forest runs for a long time, I guess. He's basically this Pokemon speedrunner that has like a lot of world records. Like, he is a really skillful Pokemon Mystery Dungeon speedrunner as well. Like, he has the world record for a lot of things, and he also does speedruns of Purity Forest with specific Pokemon. I think he beat it at 99 floors of Purity Forest with an Alakazam in like under 30 minutes or something like insanely crazy. And now there's also another YouTuber that's doing it. That's doing Purity Forest right now. He only did on Charizard and Kecleon, which is Pikaspray, that's doing on his blue channel, and they're really a lot of fun. I haven't seen these videos, and trying to kind of absorb information as well to try to implement them in my own videos, because I am planning on doing Purity Forest. I was already planning it before Pikaspray Blue started, because when I saw Whom is DS doing them, I thought they were crazy fun. I thought they were pretty, challenging, and he was even speedrunning it, which made it harder, because not only was he trying to go across 99 floors of pure chaos, he was trying to do it as fast as he possibly could with all of his knowledge and skill at the game. And I know Pikaspray started, he has only 2 runs right now, I think, on his channel. I've been watching them, and I'm thinking of doing it as well. I was planning on doing it before he even started, but I think him doing it is actually a lot of fun too, because he doesn't only do the run in specific. He usually makes like these longer videos, like 4 hours, like crazy amounts of time. Probably less insane than this video, because this video is going to be crazy long for sure. We only grew 1 level on Baku through 20 minutes of gameplay, but. I'm gonna be a long time here EV training, but it's so interesting, Purity Forest, that I really want. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team was a game I was hooked for so long, and I didn't even play it through my first years, I guess, after discovering Pokemon. I played it actually like when I was 14, so a bit later. I played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green probably since I was 7 to when I was like 14, and then there was like this time where you just stop. You just do everything on the game, just kind of get bored, which is normal. And then I got introduced to Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and I got hooked. I played it for so long, I got a lot of stuff done. And now that I'm doing a playthrough on it again, it's just so much fun. I don't know, I just really want to try Purity Forest runs. When I saw Whom is DS doing them, I just fell totally in love. I pretty much saw a lot of his runs, and just trying to absorb information, because he's so skillful at the game. It is crazy how fast he beats Purity Forest run. Purity Forest in general with a specific Pokemon. He's just so skillful. And Pikaspray is a little bit different. He's not like, he doesn't care too much about the speedrun itself. He's just trying to have a lot of fun, which is totally fine, right? I'm probably not even going to do a speedrun as well. I'm just trying to have fun with it as well, but I'm going to try to do different Pokemons than he's going to do, because, it's still going to be a long time, I guess, since I started my Purity Forest runs, because I still have the full game to complete. I haven't even started post-game on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, so that's going to be, that's going to be a long while, and yeah, I'm planning on doing Purity Forest runs on every single Pokemon too. I think that challenge is it's challenging as hell. There's Pokemon that I do not know how the hell we're gonna beat it. Like Ditto can only transform once in the whole dungeon, I think, because I recruited a Ditto recently, and he only had 1 transform. So tell me, how do you beat Purity Forest with a Ditto without PP? Like, you can only struggle? How are you gonna beat that? That is so insane to me. I do not know how to beat that. I'm probably gonna hope Whom is DS has a plan, because he hasn't done it, I think, on Ditto as well. But like, there's some very interesting Pokemon that's very hard for me just to right off the bat, without going too much in depth on thinking about it, on how the hell does that work? How do you beat Purity Forest 99 floors with a Magikarp that knows Splash? With Feebas, you have Unknown. Unknown can be pretty weak overall in general. There's these Pokemon that just seem kind of hard to figure out a way to make them work, and I think that challenge just makes it even more fun. And I really want to try things like that. So, Purity Mystery Dungeon overall, Red Rescue Team, is going to take a long time. I don't think I'm going to end it any time closer than like more than 2 years for sure. Like, it's going to be huge amounts of videos on so many different topics. It's going to be so much fun. But yeah, right now just doing videos on pretty much each of the post-game dungeons right now, and trying to explain specifically what to do on these dungeons and what they're for. kind of, I guess, a mini guide. Even though I'm probably not the expert of the dungeon, I try to output the most correct information I can on each of those mystery dungeon videos. They're a lot smaller than my Nuzlocke ones because they are specifically for a dungeon. But once I get to the 99 floor dungeon, it's gonna be insanely longer. I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna do probably Buried Relic soon. Which, if anyone knows what that is basically this dungeon where you need to recruit Mew, and that's insanely hard because you can only find it once on like each floor of the on 36 to 98, and it only has like a -1% chance of even spawning, and then you still need to recruit it, and it's super crazy hard. For anyone that doesn't know what Mystery Dungeon is, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to talk about stuff while I'm here just grinding this, and just having a different type of video, I guess, more like a commentary than anything. We're not even finding a lot of Pokemon from each train. They're pretty low leveled. We could fight Caterpies on Route 24, I think, but they had a pretty low spawn rate, so I'd rather just do it here. It's not like it's gonna be 20 levels or something. It's just a level 24. I don't really mind too much grinding. I think it's actually calming in a way. I find grinding calming. It can be a bit tedious, sure, but I actually find it a bit calming. So I can just think and talk about other things. Specifically right now when I'm, recording, I'm really hoping this is recording properly, or I'm gonna be pretty upset because this is gonna be a long grinding session. If I don't have it recorded, it's gonna be hell. I'm gonna probably, I don't know. I'm probably not even gonna redo it. It's just gonna be there for anyone that thinks I faked the training, or I just gave them rare candies or something with a cheat code or something. Whatever. I am trying to do the right thing here, trying to show all the recording, and just now that we have Headbutt, we can actually even kill stuff faster, which is really good. But I'm talking specifically of Mystery Dungeon right now because it is the game I'm currently playing alongside and making videos alongside this Nuzlocke. Yeah, I'm also planning about doing a lot of ROM hacks. This is talking more specifically about Pokemon because if you clicked onto this video and you're actually watching this, it's more specifically about Pokemon content, I would assume. But, there's other games I want to do. I think there's a lot of mobile games that can be really, a lot of fun too. Steam games overall. But I don't know, because all of the games I'm thinking of are very long-term. And that kind of delays a bit of fresh content, I guess. And it would probably burn me out. Because imagine I'm doing like 400 or 500 videos on Mystery Dungeon Road Rescue Team. There's going to reach a point where I'm going to need a break from the content to just do other stuff, if that makes sense. And if I resort to another game where I need to do another 500 episodes, it's gonna be insane. Because Inferiority Forest runs just solo. There's gonna be 386 videos, right? Because there are 386 Pokemon up to Gen 3, and there are 386 Pokemon in that game. So if I do a run on each one of them, like that's already 386 videos right there. And then we have the playthrough, which is gonna, I don't know how many long they're gonna be. We're currently at, 24, right? I just uploaded 24 before I started recording this, which is me going through Remains Island, and I think that video ended up pretty okay. I think I'm just pronounced Togetic, but that's fine. I don't know why in that precise moment I said Togetic, when it's obviously Togepi, Togetic, like, I don't know. I guess I got a little bit nervous pronouncing a few things while I'm, recording, but oh well. It's gonna be it ended up like that. I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but I think I actually ended up pronouncing it the correct way, I guess you'd call it. I'm hoping it is called Togetic. I mean, Togetic. Jesus, did I start again? Just mispronouncing things. All right. Yeah. What else can I talk about? Oh, one ROM hack that has been out for years that I've actually been curious about doing it myself is Ash Gray. I know it's a I think it's like 5 or 6 year old ROM hack where you just basically play through the anime of the up into the Orange Islands, which you basically just play as Ash and just play throughout the Orange Islands. Something I also want to do on my ROM hacks is play finished ROM hacks, so actually can provide the full content of the game that is available, right? So Ash Gray is a ROM hack that has been out for a long time. It's been out for a long time. I think a lot of people just know it, have played it. I'm actually thinking those are one of those games where it's mostly plot heavy, not really made for difficulty reasons. So that is a game I will probably consider doing a 100% playthrough, other than a Nuzlocke. I don't think that's a good game to Nuzlocke because the game was made for the plot, not for Nuzlocking. You know, it's not supposed to be an extra difficulty layer or anything like that. So if that makes sense. I know a lot of people have a ton of views on Emerald Kaizo, but that game, Nuzlocking that game just isn't fair. You don't have any EVs. It just makes the game way too much harder, you know. And then you have like these insane teams that you need to play against. I think Nuzlocking isn't the way that's really supposed to be played on that game. I think it was just supposed to be like this unfair game where you need to think with the Pokemon you have access to, so, you know, try to find a way to beat it. But I don't really think Nuzlocking is the right answer to actually beat that game. I think it is probably possible, but I think you would need to have an insane amount of Pokemon skills and an insane amount of luck on the encounters you get to actually make it to actually, you know, win the game and beat the Elite Four. I think people have made it to the Elite Four, but then just get destroyed by the legendaries. I think there's like a ton of legendaries that the Elite Four has, and I think it's super hard for him to actually beat Emerald Kaizo with just, you know, some random encounters you find. Even if you're truly lucky, I think it is still very hard. You need to make a very good team, because I also think your Pokemon don't have EVs. You don't get EVs by training them, so you can just fight any Pokemon. But the enemy trainers have like perfect IVs and perfect EVs, and they have a good nature, and it just makes it so much harder. And I think it's just so hard to actually do it on a Nuzlocke. I'm not sure if anyone has ever actually done the Nuzlocke successfully on an Emerald Kaizo with like extreme Nuzlocke rules. Like I'm saying set mode, I'm saying no items in battle, I'm saying level caps. You know, I'm saying those three things. I'm thinking if anyone has ever done it with all those three extra rules, other than the normal Nuzlocke, I do not think so. I'm not sure, obviously, but at the making of this video, I am not aware of someone actually being able to do that. So, you know, just another game that's been, you know, popping like everywhere. It's been super famous, and I think I don't know how I would be able to make content on that video, because I usually like making like the full gaming experience, not like you know, just making one video like 30 minutes about the whole game, but an actual playthrough, even if it's just a Nuzlocke about it, so I can actually show everything that happened, everything that I went through, every thought, every things like that. And you know, it was how do I put it? You know, I don't know, like, because in my like mind, the most common ones, I guess you could say, is either a playthrough or a Nuzlocke about a game, but Emerald Kaizo doesn't really fit on either, because I think there is a different, I'm not sure actually, does Emerald Kaizo even have a different story than the normal Pokemon Emerald? I don't think so. So doing a playthrough about it would be boring, because it would be the same story as like as you know, probably Pokemon Emerald, which is from like what, 2004 2005, so 15 years old. I don't think anyone wants to watch that. But then if I do a Nuzlocke, I think it also gets a bit tedious, because people already know I'm gonna lose because no one has ever beat it, and I don't think I'm actually experienced yet on Nuzlocke to even be able to reach one of the end games that someone very good at Nuzlocke has already reached. You know, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Maybe once I actually become a more knowledgeable person overall on Nuzlocke, I could try it, but for now, I want to try other stuff. But yeah, Ashray is something that I've been wanting to do. I think that could be really fun. That's just doing the anime, which I think a lot of people can, you know, relate to because they watch the anime. And you know, some people just got into Pokemon just because of the anime. I didn't. I played the Pokemon Fire Red, but there is people who have. You know, it really just depends. But I think anime is something that a lot of Pokemon fans have watched. You know, and probably Season 1 and Season 2, which is the Kanto and then the Orange Islands and things like that. I think there was probably what a lot of people, old Pokemon fans and new Pokemon fans alike, have watched. I think that's an interesting thing I could do. I could probably have a lot of fun with it. Obviously, I don't know if it's gonna get views, but I just know I'm gonna have fun with it and just try to put the best content I can, and try to see if I can grow my channel. Because, you know, this is a lot of fun. And what else? Let's see, what other ROM hacks am I interested in? I think after this I am going to do an Emerald Nuzlocke. I think that could be a lot of fun, because we're still going to be doing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon things for like 2 to 3 years, honestly. If I made a video a day on Purity Forest runs and succeeded on each Pokemon, I would not be finished after a year. Just think about that, because there's 386 Pokemon. Not only would I have to succeed on Pokemon like Ditto and Magikarp on one day of single recording and uploading, I would have to succeed, you know, that's crazy. And not even with that, I would make a video a day. I would finish after 1 year of content on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Purity Forest runs. So that game is going to take a really long time. It's going to be crazy. But talking specifically of ROM hacks, which is something I want to get into a little bit more and try to experience a little bit more. So other than Ash Gray, what things can I actually do? I do not know a lot of ROM hacks actually. So that's something I could probably explore a little bit more on my own time and try to see a good game. An actually very like well-made game that I can do a playthrough or Nuzlocke about. I know there's like a lot of famous ROM hacks, like Pokemon Liquid Crystal. I think it's pretty known. Yeah. There's what else? There's Pokemon Clover. There's Pokemon Pokemon Fire Red Omega. There's Pokemon Nameless Fire Red. There's Pokemon Emerald Omega. You know, but I want to try like these ROM hacks are still in Gen 3 because that's where most of my knowledge is right now, and then I want to try to slowly expand into Gen 4, Gen 5, and whatever. I know there's like a Pokemon Clover, but that has like Gen 8 Pokemon or something. There's Mega Evolutions. There's a lot of things I don't know. You know, I don't know the mechanics. I don't know how to. I kind of lost my voice there. Jesus. Excuse me. Jesus. So I don't know how you know the mechanics work, how the new Pokemons interact with each other, the new abilities. I know in Gen 4 there's the physical and special split. There's something I'd really never really got into, you know, like known that much how it worked. You know, there's so much I need to learn. I think I just want to start with baby stuffs and just try to grow my content on really great games I can do that I think I'm gonna have a really good time with, and I can expand to these other games that are insanely popular as well. So Pokemon Clover is something I'm pretty interested about. There's Pokemon Renegade Platinum, which I think is also a very good game. You know, there's so many just really good ROM hacks out there that I really want to try. Yeah, I'm just talking like Pokemon specific. Like outside of Pokemon, there's a lot of things I want to try too. Like really great games that I've played for years that'll probably be impossible to ever complete, and I would want to do something like that. Just waste like 3 years just doing content on a single game, and even after those 3 years, you probably wouldn't even have finished because of how crazy big and how crazy hard it is to actually complete it perfectly, or you know. Something along those lines. I am a completionist gamer. I really like just completely just crushing and doing everything that game has to offer. Like, completely mastering everything, you know? For example, like, for me, 100% completing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon isn't just doing every single dungeon and like that. There's gonna be bonus stuff I'm gonna do. Like, crazy stuff I want to do. I want also, like, level up every single Pokemon level 100. That's just one thing I'm gonna say. I want to keep the other thing's kind of a secret for now until I actually finish them. But yeah, one thing I want to do, I want to get a level 100 Wheel, man. I want to get a level 100 Magikarp. I want to max out everything. You know, it's not just gonna be, oh, I finished all the dungeons, game is done. No. There's gonna be crazy stuff. There's Purity Forest runs too. You know, there's other stuff I want to do there that I don't really want to say right now because I am thinking about doing it. I think it's gonna be, you know, a lot of fun. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun, and that's what makes it good. You know, that's what makes the challenge good. I have some really crazy stuff that I want to do that I think people are just gonna call me crazy. I think I am crazy for even thinking of doing this, but actually doing it, that's the crazy. I'm gonna do some crazy stuff, and I'm gonna enjoy it so much. Yeah, people are gonna assume I'm crazy. I do think I am crazy at this point after having the insane thoughts I have on doing things in games. You know, that's gonna be some fun experience to do. Yeah. What else can I talk about? I already talked for 40 minutes. You know, I'm actually finding topics to talk about. Let's see, what else could I talk about? I don't know. I am thinking, but for now we're just gonna beat Caterpies and Metapods. What else could I talk about? I think that's pretty much what I want to get across right now. Just really try to make good content, and hopefully we can grow my channel. Because YouTube has been so much fun. It's been something I probably thought about doing for years, and until very recently, instead, when I just, said I'm gonna do it. I actually finally said, that's actually sorry, but I've been scared for years to start YouTube for so many reasons, and I finally decided to start it. And now that I started, I don't want to stop. It's so much fun. I actually want to make this something that I could probably live by instead of a, and as an actual job, as a content creator. I think it would be so good for me. I think this is kind of my thing, I've probably been dreaming this since I was so little, like insane little. I know the first time I thought about making a YouTube video, I was probably 8 years old. So I received Pokemon Fire Red from my dad gave it to me when I was 7, and I completely got hooked into video games. That's what got me started in video games. And then I remember that when I was 8, my parents installed the GBA emulator on a computer we had, and they installed Pokemon Fire Red, Pokemon Leaf Green. I had Emerald, I had all these games, and I remember that after I beat the Elite Four for the first time on Emerald, I was so happy because the way I won was so weird. So basically, the last Pokemon I had was a Zigzagoon, which was like level 5, but the enemy Pokemon was poisoned, okay? And I thought I lost the battle. I was against champion, right? And this was like the final moments of the battle, and I lose my final Pokemon that I guess I had, because usually when I play Pokemon, I only have 5 Pokemon, not 6, because the 6th slot is for an HM slave. That's always been my deal. I always play with only 5 Pokemon. And so I have 5 Pokemon. I had a Zigzagoon that I guess was my current HM slave, I guess, that, he had like Rock Smash and things like that. I don't know, he had Strength, he had probably like, I'm not even sure if he can learn Flash. I know he can learn Surf, right? I'm pretty sure he can learn like a lot of HMs. So I had like this level 5 Zigzagoon as my last Pokemon. I switch it in, I'm just, very sad, because I think I'm gonna lose, and at that point, the poison kicks in and actually kills the Pokemon. I think he was badly poisoned, because I think badly poisoned actually does more damage each turn or something along those lines, and I was so unbelievably, like, wow, man, I actually beat this. That was super, I was like super happy, because I remember on Pokemon Fire Red, I actually just destroyed the Elite Four, because I battled so much, like, I was never bored to kill a level. I could probably grind a level 5 Articuno to level 100 in the Viridian Forest and not care when I was 8 years old. That was how non-tedious grinding for me was. And I had like level 100 Pokemon before I even made it to the Elite Four, because I was always just fighting wild Pokemon. I didn't even know Repels existed, okay? This is how crazy it was. I didn't know Repels existed. I didn't know anything. I was just fighting wild Pokemon. I was 8 years old just trying to have fun with the game, or 7 years old at the time, I guess. And once I finished Emerald, I actually decided to make a YouTube channel when I was 8, and actually do something, make YouTube videos about Pokemon Emerald and, a guide, I guess. And I stopped because I felt embarrassed, I guess? I don't know, I just felt intimidated. I didn't really like my voice. I still don't. I think one of the biggest things that actually stopped me for so many years to do something was my voice. I don't know why, but I just really didn't like my voice. And when I was 8, I made my first video and I hated it. I hated my voice. I just felt kind of intimidated, embarrassed, I guess, and I didn't even... I stopped right there. I was 8. I mean, stopping at 8 years old isn't something I'm gonna beat myself off, because I was 8. Like, for me, 8 years old, so giving up on his dream of becoming a YouTuber, and then I am here, like, probably just, 10 years later, actually starting it, even though I still have like the same insecurities, I guess you would say, like my voice and things. But I feel like I can make good content. I think this is something I've dreamt about. I don't really know the accurate English word right now, but it's something I just I really. Oh, we're out of confusions. I really thought about doing for so many years, even if I lied to myself for years and kept it hidden for myself, deep down, I always knew that this is something I would enjoy doing since I was 8. Even if I chose never to do it because I always make the excuse of like my voice or my videos are gonna be banned or something like that. Deep down I think I always knew that it's something I would enjoy doing. And now that I'm actually doing it, I'm having way too much fun with it. That's crazy, and I just hope I can actually make something out of this and make more content each time and just have a good time overall. Just keep doing videos, keep having a lot of fun. Hopefully one day I can actually make this a job or something, because content creating is so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Video games have been part of my life since I was 7, since I got my first Pokemon Fire Red game. I've been a gamer from heart, Since then, I just hooked in games every single day. Games was the main course, Not only Pokemon. It started off as Pokemon, then it kind of developed, and I started seeing, all the games in the world were not just Pokemon. I actually had other stuff that you could play. And, I was born a gamer. The usual deal, but it's not something I honestly went with, and I kind of regret that I didn't start earlier. I really do, but it's better late than never. I am trying now. I am trying to make as many videos as I can per day. Right now we're only able to do 2, not because we're only able to do 2 because editing and everything, it takes a long time. Actually, I just uploaded a video. I just told you, like, I uploaded episode 24 of my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, and a video is like 20 minutes long. Like, it's like 20 minutes long, and it took like 3 hours to export it and actually, finish the editing and everything, and just 3 hours after the editing to just export the video so I can upload it to YouTube. That's crazy long. I have like 1 hour videos on my channel. I have like 1 hour and 30 videos on my channel. So, just having a 20-minute video to take like 3 hours to export it after I have all of the editing done. That probably takes a long time too. It's just crazy, and I can only make like 1 or 2 videos a day, which is kind of sad. I am trying to optimize everything, but I'm trying to do the best I can. Currently, I can only make 2 videos a day, which I'm really sad about. I would like to do 3 to 4 if I could, at least, on content on this ones. But I think today a big portion is just gonna be recording this, because this is gonna be a long grinding session. Back with level 15 when we started, it's been almost 50 minutes. It's only level 18, because currently we're having probably one of the slowest Pokemon we're currently grinding, and yeah, it just takes so long, and I'm a bit upset about it that I can't do more, because I am excited to do more. I want to do more, and I want to get more progress done. I want to get more progress done on the Nuzlocke. I want to get more progress done on the Mystery Dungeon. Try to absorb as much information I can. Try to keep developing, I guess, as a content creator, get better. I know for certain I can get way better at just overall everything, and trying to make better edited stuff. I know my editing isn't the greatest thing in the world, but for now I'm just trying to focus on the gameplay and not really the editing too much. I'm trying to make the best quality edits I can with what knowledge I have right now and which time I have right now, and just try to develop that, if that makes sense. But yeah, hopefully I can keep doing stuff. I have been growing very slightly, but today, actually not today, but this month has been the best month so far for my channel, I guess, in terms of views and subscriptions, is that the right word? Subscribers, I guess. So that's really good. I made a guide on something not related to Pokemon, and it currently has around 170 views, which is the most I have gotten so far on a video. It is a guide on an event, and it got so many views. At least, for, from my perspective, it's a lot of views. For, I guess it's not a lot of views if you consider, like, people that got 25,000 views after, like, 10 minutes. But, for a channel that is just starting out, I think that, having 170 views after a week, I think it is actually really good. Because most of my videos don't even reach 10 views right now. So, I think that was a good video overall. I think I have good information given, and I think it is a good guide, even though, it's just me doing the things that are important, not really an edited video or anything. But I think the message still gets across, and a lot of people have enjoyed the video, which is really good. And I'm planning on making a lot of things like guides and just me talking about the experience I've had, which I think will get more views, and I think they could be more interesting, and obviously a less time. Like, it takes less time to actually view it, Imagine, like, if someone actually watches a playthrough of someone doing, like, going through a whole game, or a Nuzlocke or anything like that, and, the videos are, like, 1 hour each, and they have, like, 40 episodes, that's 40 hours, if you just watch, like, a 30-minute video about everything, it's a lot less time-consuming. That's the word I was looking for, and you still get pretty much, I guess, the intel you got from doing that. But I don't know, I think like playthroughs overall in Nuzlocke have their own magic to it, which is different than a video talking about what happened on those 40 hours, because you can't include like all of the information, right? There's a lot of things you learn that you don't really talk about. I guess the most important stuff, you still leave, these tiny little bits of information that are actually really important, but you can't really show it all, because the video might get too big, or might get too out of topic or anything. So I decided I wanted to do both. I know some channels that do one thing, so that they go through like a playthrough of a game and then just talk about it, or they do a Nuzlocke and then they talk about the whole Nuzlocke experience. But I chose to do both. I think it's important not only to show like the outcome, what happened on it and what did we learn from it, but also how the experience went, and everything that happened during, from whatever, there's so much things. And yeah, I think both are there. If anyone just wants just the playthroughs, they can watch just the playthroughs. If anyone just doesn't have the time or really doesn't want to view a full playthrough, can watch the guide or whatever I will make a video on about, and have fun that way. I'm just trying to put content out there that can content out there that can fit and try to appeal for more. For every person in general, so more of a variety of content that can kind of just help more people trying to enjoy my content in specific right now. I think that's not bad, right? So yeah, that's the current way I'm going about things. After I make this playthrough, I am going to make a video about the whole playthrough of how it went, or more specifically right now the Nuzlocke, not playthrough. This is a Nuzlocke, a bit different, I guess, but it's still a playthrough, but it's not an actual playthrough. It's a Nuzlocke. Yeah, at the end of my Nuzlocke, I will make a video on the Nuzlocke. I think that's interesting, I actually, I went through the journey. I have the journey on my channel if anyone wants to watch my journey, and if someone doesn't want to watch my journey, if they are still interested to know how my Nuzlocke went and how what things I learned, that I've already learned a bunch of things I would probably never have known if I didn't do stuff about it on my channel, they can just watch that and still enjoy and get, I guess the more important objectives, I would call it. So, I think that's pretty good. And yeah, I think I've been rambling for a long time right now, huh? We're 52, 53 minutes in. We're not even an hour a day, and I don't even know what to talk about anymore. I think we talked a lot about so many different topics that I don't even know what to talk about now. I'm very surprised you still haven't found a shiny. If you do not find a shiny by the end of this video, I will be a bit upset, because we have been fighting wild Pokemon since the beginning of this Nuzlocke, like a lot, right? Yeah. So, what else? What else can I talk about? Oh, something else I really like learned so much about just by trying to get information about the better ways to do a Nuzlocke. So I figured out a lot about EVs. I'm a person that knew what an EV was, so an effort value, but I didn't really know that it was so great, like so specific, the mechanic of just speeding a Pokemon and getting an EV, an effort value from it. And EV training is such a big thing that I never really got into, because I never really got into competitive Pokemon. For me, I was mostly just a casual Pokemon player. I still am, I guess. I never really got into competitive Pokemon. I think I never really got into competitive Pokemon as well because I never really had a Nintendo DS, where I had like I never really had the newer games at my disposal. I never really bought them because I never really, I didn't buy them. It just didn't. My parents didn't buy me either, so I never really had the Pokemon games of like Nintendo DS further, where you had Wi-Fi, you could actually battle competitively, even enter tournaments and things. I never really got into that. I don't think I ever got in a Pokemon game after I got my Pokemon Fire Red given to me when I was 7, which is a little bit sad, but it is true. And so I never really got into competitive Pokemon. I was also always kind of just a casual, but I always knew kind of how things worked. I knew how effort values work, but now I think that just reaching this point on the Nuzlocke, I know which specific EVs each Pokemon give. Like, I know the Scatterbee gives me an HP EV. I know that Metapod gives me 2 defense EVs. I know Kakuna gives me 2 defense EVs. And this is talking specifically of Gen 3, because there might be changes into other generations of EV training. I know that, Rattata gives me speed. I know Pidgey gives me speed. And, it's just crazy stuff. I know Drowsy gives me special defense, I think. So, there's so much that I'm learning about effort values in general. I'm learning about more competitive strategies where I try to set up things. I'm learning so many different things, and I'm using so many different Pokemon. I have never used a Beedrill before, and he's my scapegoat of the Nuzlocke. I'm having way too much fun playing with Beedrill. He doesn't do much damage, but he still gets the job done at the end of the day, and he's helped me so much through this Nuzlocke that I don't even know how I would have done it without him. I'm using Kirby, the Jigglypuff. I don't think I would ever use Jigglypuff before because, most people just play Clefairy, because Clefairy is kind of a better version of Wigglytuff, I guess you could call it. So, like, Clefable is a bit better than Wigglytuff, I guess. And, just these Pokemons, I probably would have never really truly used and experienced them as what they are. I'm doing that now, and I'm having way too much fun with it again. Alright. And, yeah, just interesting. And we actually haven't found a shiny yet. That's crazy. And Drowsy is a Pokemon I always liked as well. I think he's just a very interesting Pokemon. Like, this Dream Eater, kind of a funny-looking, weird, unique Pokemon that looks very cool. But it's not a Pokemon I really use too much. I don't think I used them before as well. I think I always use the same amount of Pokemon, I guess. I use the Nidoran female. I really like Nidoqueen. I really like Arcanine, I really like Dragonite, I really liked Articuno. He just looked so good to me. I really like Mewtwo, I really liked Lickitung of all things. Yes, Lickitung. That Pokemon that Noah likes, I actually used them. He was one of the first Pokemons I got to level 100, probably top 10. And he was my HM slave. I actually used Lickitung as my HM slave, and I grew him up to level 100 so it could be, with the team. So my team was like, I had 5 Pokemon. I started with Bulbasaur because Bulbasaur was my favorite start of all time, and still is, of, Kanto. I guess in more specific, I would have to consider it with the other starters of the other regions. But yeah, Bulbasaur is my favorite starter of Kanto overall, and I chose Bulbasaur. Then I caught a Nidoran female. I don't remember if they're less or more common in Fire Red. I think they're actually less common in Fire Red. I think I got it from the trainer where you switch it, and I got Nina. I think the name of the Nidoran there is Nina, and I had Nina as a Nidoqueen. I had a Venusaur. I had then I got what did I get? What is the next Pokemon I got? Interesting. I know for a fact I got Dragonite, and then I got Articuno, and then I had another Pokemon. Did I already have Lickitung? I don't think so. Oh, we had Arcanine. Yeah, that's the Pokemon. So I had those 5 Pokemon to beat the Elite Four. I beat the Elite Four, then I went and got Mewtwo, which I was like, oh my god, this Pokemon is so powerful. I had Mewtwo on my team, and then I took out Venusaur because the Grass type didn't really do much against the Elite Four. And what I did basically, like always, was just beat the Elite Four over and over and over and over again. I think this is something that people as kids did a lot of things. You know, they didn't know what else to do in the game because you already did everything in the game. So you would just beat the Elite Four over and over and over again. So I took Venusaur out of the team, and then I added Lickitung as my HM slave because I didn't really have an HM slave at the time. So I had like Arcanine, I had Nina the Nidoqueen, I had Articuno, I had Dragonite, and I had Mewtwo, and then I have the HM slave Lickitung as my 6th member, which was fun. I think later I actually switched. I actually I don't think Arcanine was one of the first Pokemon I got level 100. I think Arcanine is a Pokemon I later switched for Ninetales because, no, not Ninetales, Rapidash. Because I think Rapidash was a lot cooler than Arcanine, so I actually ended up switching my fire type from Arcanine to Rapidash, and I don't really know which one of them got to level 100 first, but I got a lot of Pokemon level 100. I got Venusaur, level 100, I got Nina, I got Lickitung, like even the HM slave got to level 100. Imagine leveling up Pokemon to level 100 with only HM moves. You had like Rock Smash, you had Cut, I don't even know if you can learn Cut, but you had like 4 HM moves, I'm pretty sure, and you know, it was crazy. Like, holy crap. How tedious was real life for me to level up a Lickitung to level 100 with HM moves. I do not know how that went. I don't even know if I beat it with, like, in the Elite Four, if it was outside of the Elite Four. Because I'm not thinking of a way if the Lickitung can beat Elite Four members or Pokemon in specific with only HM moves. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, who knows, right? So that was something pretty interesting. I had Rapidash, which was, you know, this really cool looking fire type that it can only be accessible in the late game or in the post game, and you know, it's something in Pokemon I really enjoyed too. Articuno, it just was so good looking. I do not know how to tell you this. Articuno was my favorite legendary. This ice type, majestic, good looking blue bird. It was so cool to me. I think Articuno is just such a good looking Pokemon, and yeah, that was really good. I never really cared too much about Zapdos or Moltres. Articuno for me was just, you know, way too good, and Mewtwo was way too strong, and it looked way too cool for me not to use it. And yeah, that was kind of my team at the time, and I had fun with that. You know, imagine that, Lickitung being one of the first Pokemon you get level 100. I don't think there's too much people in the world that have the same, you know, that have that same accomplishment. You can even call it an accomplishment, you know? Like, just having that happen, it is crazy. Alright, I don't know how many videos I'm gonna do, but I don't think one video about grinding is gonna be enough. It's gonna be way too huge, right? Because we're probably like over an hour in when we don't even have finished one Pokemon's training. So I'm probably gonna keep it in a few different parts. I don't know, maybe like 3 hours. Because I probably need a break after 3 hours, if you know what I mean. Like, I need to chill for a little bit and not be grinding. Even though grinding is kind of soothing, it's not. It can get a little bit tedious if you don't have anything to say or do. But overall, you know, it's not the worst thing to do as like autopiloting. You know, I just see Metapod, a Caterpie, or a Kikunin, and I beat it. And if it's a Weedle, I just run away. You know, it's not the biggest difficult task in the world, but I think I should take a break at least after like 3 hours. I think it's a good time. And so, because you know, I think that's just best for me. I'm actually gonna see how long we've been so far. So actually, you're gonna hear a phone sound, and there we go. 1 hour and 3 minutes around that time. Okay. All right. I'm not even gonna edit that off. Whatever. I'm not even gonna remember. 1 hour and 3 minutes. Maybe I will. Who knows? We haven't found a shiny, man. Give me the shiny something. What would be the best shiny for me to get in Breeding Force? I think Pikachu looks very lame, right? I think he looks like very similar to the original. So I don't think I want a Pikachu. Pikachu's pretty rare. I think Weedle would be a cool one. I don't know why, but I think Beedrill looks cool as a shiny. I don't remember which color he has, but I think he looks very cool. And that would be something I would really like to have. So, you know, game, if you're listening, give me a shiny Weedle, you know? I really hope I have Pokeballs, because if I don't, I'm just talking and being an idiot. And then I'm not even going to cancel. I'm actually going to confirm I have the 15 Pokeballs I usually get. And I'm also a Pokeball freak. I like every Pokemon to be in a Pokeball. So these Great Balls are probably going to be sold. I'm not even joking. These Great Balls are probably going to be sold eventually. Let's actually headbutt this Caterpie. And just keep with the rhyme. I'm actually gonna probably adjust my chair here. I'm actually probably gonna mute that for a little bit, so give me a second. Probably want to reach 1 minute and 5. Alright, so I'm gonna adjust my share a little bit so I can be more comfortable as well, because we're gonna probably be in here for at least more 2 hours in this episode, I guess. There's gonna be 9.5, 9.6, 9.7. Who knows, right? I think I'm actually gonna change the name to, I don't know, chill talk while grinding or something like that. Something along those lines. So, you know, it's just me grinding, but it's like more of a commentary, I guess. Me just talking about other stuff. Because, you know, there's not really much on the screen for me to comment. You know, oh wow, another Caterpie fallen down victim to Baku. Like, you know, there's not much to comment on that. So I need to kind of just try to entertain myself and anyone watching with other things, other topics. I think I talk a lot already about my channel overall. I'm gonna have to have some topics to talk about, but who knows, man? Who knows what I could talk about? Right now, I don't even know what to talk about. What else could I talk about? Oh yeah, Pikachu, shiny? No. All right, sure. Okay, so okay. Let's think about Lieutenant Surge strategy here. Okay, so he starts off with his Voltorb, right? And Voltorb has like Shockwave, has Tackle, has Screech, has Sonic Boom. I'm pretty sure something along those lines. So like, what does Sonic Boom even do? Because I remember that I'm currently like very confused on what Sonic Boom does, because on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, Sonic Boom does a flat 55 damage, and I'm actually kind of mixing the Sonic Boom with here, and I currently do not know if Sonic Boom does a specific amount of damage here too, or if it's just different move, because I know like a lot of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon moves are different than, I guess, quote-unquote normal Pokemon games. It's kind of hard for me to like associate which actually is the correct information regarding Sonic Boom and you know, Leaf Green and Fire Red, what it actually does. So I'm probably gonna check on that. But what is my plan here with a Diglett level 24, which can probably get to one shot? We have a Baku, which is this wall, and then I have Bell, which is the Weeping Bell. Huh. So Diglett can be. I think I'm gonna leave Diglett out for now. Like. Only to battle Raichu, but I need to know if Voltorb has something like Levitate, which is, you know, makes them unable to be affected by ground types. If it doesn't, I probably just start off with Diglett actually, because Baku has Disable, has Hypnosis. He has a really good combo for me to use, or we could start with Whipping Bell, just Growth. You know, just using Growth to get a special attack up, and just using some Grass type Boom and just wrecking everyone. Like, there's so much combinations I actually think that can be viable, and I don't know which one actually I want to use to actually have a good time with the battle and not lose anyone. Because, you know, I'm grinding this Baku for over an hour and 7 minutes, man. This Baku better not die, because he has a very good name, or she has a very good name, and you know, we can't lose more Pokemon. We already lost Fangs, which was already a big disappointment. But, you know, Fangs was the Rattata I lost to the other Rattata that used Hyper Fang critted after he was 1 HP, so that really sucked. Yeah, you know, there's so many combinations, I don't really know what to do. Because Baku is very good overall, but I don't really want Baku to beat Voltorb, because if Voltorb just Sonic Booms him and just loses 55 HP, I feel scared, man. Like, I don't think it does 55, because I think 55 would be way too strong for a third gym, so it probably doesn't do 55 in this game. It probably is like something like 40. If it is a flat amount, I'm not really sure. But, you know, it probably does a lot of an insane amount of damage, and I do not need Baku to lose so many HP. So maybe Weeping Bell wouldn't be a bad idea. So we start with Weeping Bell, we can just Sleep Powder the... Oh, we can just Sleep Powder the Voltorb and then just set up, I guess, and hope for the best. Hope that Weeping Bell doesn't die, and then we can probably get a lot of stuff done, because you know, Thunder or Electric type moves aren't very effective against Grass, so we can probably get a lot of damage out that way if we're actually able to set up Weeping Bell, and then we can just do more great stuff. And we have Baku to come as a backup. We can disable the double team setup from either Pikachu or Raichu, and then just Hypnosis, and then switch on to Diglett so he's a bit safer, because he's so squishy, and I do not want to lose the only ground type Pokemon we currently have, right? I do not want to lose any Pokemon at all. Even Metapod that we haven't really used right now because I forgot to name him, which is George. You you know, I don't want to lose him. I already lost Fangs, and I'm a bit sad about that. I want to have, you know, the least amount of deaths possible, and I'm a bit scared of Diglett because he's so squishy. I remember on the previous episode of this Nuzlocke, we almost lost, like, incredibly, you know, it was just tough. You know, but I need to think about it. I am thinking, like, Weeping Bell set up into Baku with his Disable and Hypnosis can work very well if he actually hits that. And then Diglett has a safer option to actually enter the fight and do so. That actually looks like a good strategy for me to use. So I might think about that, you know? I might actually think about that. And that's something. What else could I do? I don't know. I mean, I think that's a good strategy, but I'm actually talking more specifically about new topics I could talk about. I kind of already talked about what I want to do for the future of this channel going forward. I obviously want to improve my content a lot, you know, just my commentary, I guess. I don't think there's nothing I can do about my voice, but my voice is something I never really liked too much, especially on recording for some reason. I really had a problem with my voice in real life. I think it's okay, but in the recording, I don't know, man. My voice is just, I just don't like it for some reason, like, really badly. Enough for stopping me from actually even starting YouTube for 10 years, which is really crazy. But I finally decided to do it, and I couldn't be happier right now. So what else could I talk about? Let me think. Cool topics. Only cool topics here in my channel. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to be quiet because I think it's bad. You know, being quiet just seems bad. Kind of want to talk about something, but I don't really know what to talk about right now. At least Back is almost level 20. When does Back evolve? Does anyone know when Drowsy evolves? Because I certainly don't. I don't know if it's level 28 or something. It's level 30, level 33, level 34. But, you know, at least the grinding is going good, I guess. There's no way Back was ever gonna die. So, you know, there's not too much I need to pay attention with right now. It's just gonna be me just grinding Baku. It's almost level 22. Level 22, not level 22. Does that make sense? Hopefully it did. Oh my god. I am just waiting for my shiny. I'm seriously confused with this game. I know getting a shiny is in 1 in 8,192. But game, please, like game, give me a shiny right now. I am not kidding. Give me a shiny right now. Okay, I am kind of sad right now. We have fought so many wild encounters. Okay. Let's talk about shinies. That should be a good topic. I think everyone likes shinies. I've never really seen a person that dislikes shiny. I know people don't. I know that certain people don't care about shinies, but I've never seen someone hate on shinies. I think the concept of shiny Pokemon was a great idea. I think it's really cool. It's this rare Pokemon that, you know, with different colors that just looks way better. Unless you know you're talking about Gengar that doesn't even change colors really. You can't even notice that it's shiny. But I think when Game Freak actually tried and make shinies look good, you know, they look good, right? They look amazing. And, you know, I know some people really don't care too much about shinies. Some people, like, just do them, you know, as the main content for their channels and things, that, you know, just shiny hunting, you know, the shiny hunters. And I personally really like shinies. I think they're a very cool concept, and oh my god, this keeps falling. And, you know, something I really never got many experiences with. I had one shiny in my entire life, and it was in Pokemon Fire Red. Yes. So basically, I was hunting for a Pokemon. I don't know what it was. I think it was a Krabby on Fire Red, and I think you can't even get Krabby on Fire Red. I'm not really sure, something crazy along those lines, but I was searching for a specific Pokemon on a specific water tile situation, and there wasn't any Krabbies. Like, I think Krabbies couldn't spawn in that area or something. I'm not really sure if he's an exclusive or not. I'm just kind of talking here from memory. So basically, I was trying to get a Krabby because I really like Krabby. I think he looks very cool, and I think he's a very good-looking water type. I really like Kingler too, and I really wanted a Kingler because I was doing a different Fire Red run, I guess. You know, when you get bored, what do? You either just beat the Elite Four over and over, or you try again and you try from the beginning, try to have a new experience, right? And I really wanted a Krabby, and I don't know why I couldn't find Krabby. I don't know if it's exclusively free or I just simply was in the wrong area. But I was just hunting for Krabby for hours on end, and the only thing I found was tentacles and horsies, and I like after like not even kidding, probably 8 hours on that day, just searching for Krabby, not finding one, and no thought in my mind. Like imagine going 8 hours through the same route or same water space, whatever, trying to find a specific Pokemon, not finding it, and keep doing it. Like, how didn't I think, like, oh, you can actually, you maybe can't find them here? No, I was just dumb, completely dumb. I didn't even, that thought didn't even ever cross my mind, you know? And I was just like, okay, whatever, I'm just gonna keep trying. How persistent I was, it was insane. Like, I was so persistent that I didn't even think about the possibility that Krabby wasn't there. I just assumed it was such a rare encounter that I would have to grind and find encounters for days until I actually find it. That's how crazy it was. And so like after 8 hours, no joke, like 8 hours, something like super crazy. Probably more than that, honestly. I'm just trying not to seem like a total crazy 8-year-old right now. That's probably not even something that could not be seen as be crazy, but whatever. And so, like 8 hours, I find this shiny horsey, and I went nuts. I knew about shinies. I actually think I stopped breathing for a second. Like, is this real? And something else, like my Game Boy had like usually have like 3 different light settings on your Game Boy. So you have like dark, which, you know, it's basically like for the sun, where if you actually have your Game Boy on the sun, it actually shows better. I don't know what that is, but it's like the darkest version you can have on your Game Boy, that it just looks brighter in the sun. Then you have like the middle ground, and then you have like this bright color, right? That you can basically see really well in the dark, and with the other one, which is the sun mode, you can't really see in the dark. So you have like the middle ground, you have one for the sun, one for the dark. I had mine broke, my settings on that button thingy broke down on the sun one, so the sun mode, whatever I'm gonna call it. And I couldn't see very well the colors, right? Because my screen was very dark and I was inside a room. So, you know, I couldn't really see very well the colors, but I did hear or saw the, you know, the sprites, and I saw that horsey look different. If you see a horsey for 8 hours and then you see a shiny one, even if you can't notice very well, you will see the differences in color. Because, you know, I was seeing horsies for so long. And by the way, I wasn't even running away. I was fighting every single horsey with probably like level 100 Pokemon. That's how crazy I was, okay? What is time saving when you're 8-year-old, right? And I was just having a blast, just beating horsey after horsey, trying to extinct that single Pokemon out of existence for no reason at all, and just finding more and more and just keep killing them for no reason at all, not even for experience. And, you know, I saw this horsey and I went nuts. Like, I had Pokeballs. I went nuts. I was like, I stopped, you know, breathing for a second. I was like, do I have Pokeballs? That is the most important thing. I wasn't even worried if I had Great Balls or Ultra Balls, because like I told you, I am a Pokeball freak. I want every single Pokemon on a Pokeball, okay? There is no Master Balls here. There is no Ultra Balls here. There is no Great Balls here. There are only Pokeballs. I did have Pokeballs. I did catch it. I do not know where it is right now, because I do know that I already went to my Fire Red game file. It is not there. And I don't know if it's on an Emerald game file somewhere, or if it isn't. I don't know. I don't even remember where that shiny is right now, okay? And that's how sad I am about that, because I do remember that shiny, okay? And that was my first ever shiny. You know, it was a fun experience. And, you know, I found it on my Game Boy. We're just trying to find a Krabby while finding only horsies. I don't know too much about that. Yeah, that was something crazy. And I didn't evolve it because I was waiting for me to get an Emerald game so I could clone the shiny, so I could have a shiny horsey and a shiny Seadra. And I didn't even know about that Kindra existed, or, you know, I would probably be like, oh, I need to get 3 shiny horsies so I can get a Kindra as well. Yeah, that's how crazy it was. I was just like, yeah, I can't believe I got the sword. That was the only shiny I have ever gotten in all my years of playing Pokemon games. That is how insane it is. I mean, I have gotten shinies in Pokemon Go. Like, I think that's way easier, but I'm talking about old school 8,192 chances, you know, 1 in 8,192. I'm talking about those chances. Pokemon Go is a lot easier, I'm gonna assume. Like, everyone has probably a shiny Pokemon Go, like, it's insane. But I'm talking about actual, you know, old school, tough, probabilities and things. That one was hard to get. And that was the only shiny I ever gotten in a Pokemon game, which is insane because I have played these games over and over and over so many different times. It just, wow. I'm actually baffled that I'm such an unlucky person, okay, that only found one shiny in my entire life. And you know, I never really shiny hunted for anyone in specific, cause I don't know. I just feel like I'm kind of wasting my time. Not because I won't feel good that, you know, okay, I just wasted like 2 days of my life just grinding for a shiny and gotten it. I would feel fulfilled that way, but I feel like I will never get that shiny, so I never really shiny hunt too much. If that makes sense, like, I just feel like I'm wasting my time and I'm never gonna encounter that shiny because I'm so unlucky I'm never gonna encounter it. And that's just a thought that kind of stops me from shiny hunting, but it's probably something I would enjoy doing, especially if I have something else going on, like maybe if I'm streaming it, I would enjoy the hell out of it because I probably could have conversations and, you know, actually interactions while this is happening, or, you know, just having something else happening. Maybe I'm shiny hunting with someone and we're just having a good time, or you know, just something specific like that where I have something else going on that, you know, the shiny hunt is still probably like the main event, but I have something else happening that I can entertain myself and actually enjoy the experience a little bit more, if that makes sense. But yeah, that was the only shiny I got. I do not know where it is anyway. Maybe I even deleted that game file to start a new one. Who the hell knows? You know, I still have my first Fire Red team. I still have my level 100 Venusaur. I still have my level 100 Nina. I still have my level 100 Articuno. I still have every single level 100 for my first Pokemon journey. But I'm talking about later in my life, I did get a Pokemon Emerald, and I probably just put all of those Pokemons in the Pokemon Emerald game file, and then I just replayed Fire Red again over and over again as well, just over and over and over, with just new Pokemon. And I probably forgot that I had the shiny there, and I probably just deleted that file. That is my thought, but maybe that's not true. Maybe it is on a different Emerald of someone else in my family. Who the hell knows? You know, there's so many possibilities to what happened to that shiny. We will never know the true nature and what really happened to him on that day, and whatever day it was that I lost him. Yeah, actually, very recently, probably this year, I went to search for my Fire Red and Emerald for that shiny. I didn't find it, and I was very sad. But at least I was happy because I could still see my first Venusaur, my first, you know, Nina, the Nidoqueen. I could see my level 100 HM Slave Lickitung. I just went and searched through that box and just all of the Pokemon I've gotten from my first experience, and, you know, all the wonderful nostalgia and memories from that. And, you know, that was a good time, but I was very upset that I didn't have the Horsey there, because, you know, the first shiny, I think it's more important than a normal shiny, you know? And since I never really played through Pokemon Soul Silver or Heart Gold, or you know, Gold and Silver and Crystal or whatever, I'd never even had a Red Gyarados, crazy as it might seem. I think that's the one shiny probably everyone has gotten in their lives, but I haven't. And I probably need to, right? I need to go play a few of those games. Gen 2 is something I really never got into for some reason. Gen 1 and Gen 3 were the thing for me, you know? Gen 2 was just like something I never really truly experienced for myself, other than maybe if I probably downloaded it for you know, a ROM hack or something, or you know, just an emulator, but it's not something I really got too into, which is, you know, crazy. Yeah, that's something I could do in the future. I really want to do Nuzlocke in playthroughs on a lot of different Pokemon games, because I think that's going to be primarily the main content I have on my channel for at least now, because I'm just having way too much fun doing these videos, and I think they're very positive as well. I don't want to do, I don't know how to say it. Like, I want my content to be as positive as possible. I don't think Pokemon can be negative. I never really had many negative encounters or like a negative community. Just you know, on specifically Pokemon. I think the community it's a good community. I think overall, I think it's a good community. I think the you know the what Pokemon represents and what it actually tries to achieve as entertainment, and just mainly targeted at like kids or something. I think it's good. It lets us enjoy adventure a little bit more. What it would be like to be this insane like 10-year-old just beating everyone. And I think what they try to achieve is just good. I think it's a good content for me to try to expand on and try to give that I guess free publicity, I guess you could call it, where I am when you publish a video on something, you are actually um, making that content more out there, more on the internet, more content on that specific thing. I think Pokemon is a good thing to actually expand on and to actually do videos about, and to give free publicity, I guess, because it is a good thing, it is a good cause, it is a game, a really good franchise, I guess. It's something I never really saw too much negative things about. Maybe I should explore a little bit more, but it's not something I saw too much about, especially compared to other communities and other games overall. So I think it is a good thing for me to explore. I want to keep everything very positive, because I think there's already too much negativity in the world. So I just want to have positive things happening on my channel, and overall, just try to be more positive, I guess, and just try to have more positive things out there, and try to do content on video games and things like that, because right now I'm just doing video games, at least for now. I'm not sure. I have some ideas on other things that I might do, but I just want to do things for positive companies, positive communities, and things like that. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. For me, it makes sense, but who knows. Just do something around those lines. Alright, what I'm actually thinking is maybe that I just reduce the grinding sessions to 2 hours. So this way I actually have, maybe more time to think of specific topics I could talk about while making these videos, to make them, I guess, in a way more entertaining. Because, I don't think anyone sees amusement from seeing a Drowsy beat a Caterpie, a Metapod, and Kakuta over and over, and not even getting experience. I'm talking particularly right now of the commentary, right? And, just have these videos where I'm actually grinding and I'm not doing anything specific on the Nuzlocke, which not only makes it probably viable for people that want to see more about me as a person, what I'm all about. It's not about just the Nuzlocke right now, it's just me talking about different stuff, more commentary. And if I do it like 2 hours, it's just gonna be me grinding, sure, as like the background, while I'm actually talking about different things. I can actually think of more topics that I could talk about, because right now, I'm actually feeling very thin on what I could talk about. I wasn't expecting when I was doing, when I was planning on doing this video, I wasn't planning on doing like commentary. I was just, just planning on doing like some normal Nuzlocke grinding, I guess. But I think it's more fun if I actually use this time to actually talk and actually do, make the video more entertaining, to talk about something. Specifically, I talked about me as a person, I talked about, past experiences, what I think about Pokemon as a whole, I guess. I think it's, it's just a very positive franchise that I really enjoy. I think it's something I would, have no shame of just continuously making videos about and continuously growing the content on that specific topic. But maybe other things I could probably maybe talk about, I could think of. And if I keep it 2 hours, I think it's for me, like 2 hours is an okay amount. Like, I actually think I don't mind watching 2-hour videos. I know a lot of people find it intimidating, like clicking on a 2-hour video, like, god damn, I'm not gonna watch this. But I have watched crazier stuff. I have watched to actually, for 2 hours, you're still like 30 minutes away, so I can actually talk about this. So basically, I think I'm actually losing a little bit of my voice because of how long I am talking, but basically, for my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team playthrough, I tried to gather as much information as I possibly could, right, so I can make my episodes more accurate on the information I am gathering. I already made a huge mistake on my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team playthrough, and I did do a mistake on information provided, but I already tried to fix it. I already apologized for as well on my videos as well, that the misinformation is said. So I apologize for the misinformation. It is on my comment section of the videos that do have the misinformation. But what basically happened is that in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, instead of catching Pokemon, you recruit them. and I said that having a higher rescue rank would improve your recruitment chances, which is wrong. So anyone that watches that and doesn't know accurately that that is wrong can be what's the word? Like not really manipulated, but more like convinced. He can be convinced. Oh wow, if I get the gold rank, I'll have more rescue opportunities than if I'm bronze rank, which is totally wrong. The rescue rank does not improve your rescue chances. So that was the big issue. For me, it made sense because it's more appealing for a Pokemon to join a rescue team that had higher status, I guess. But no, it's completely wrong. It doesn't happen. So that's something that happened that was incorrect. But like I was talking about, for me to find a lot of information about the game and try to actually become like a quote-unquote pro on the game, to just know the most about the game that I possibly could, I started watching Poison Gas. Ooh, that could actually be really good. But we don't really have anything to take it off. Okay, 60 accuracy. 55. Oh my god, they're both so bad. Disable is 55. Oh, okay, let me just think about this decision. Whew. So Headbutt is just a good move, right? It does 70 power, it is physical. Is Baku more like a special attacker? I don't really know. I'm going to assume so because he is a psychic type. So I'm actually thinking getting rid of Headbutt would be better right now. So I think having Hypnosis, man. The reason I don't want to get rid of Hypnosis is that he actually has more accuracy than Poison Gas. But if Poison Gas hits, it will really help me win the fight against the Dennis Surge. Whew, I think I'm gonna risk it. Should I risk it? I think I'm gonna risk it. I think poisoning can be better than putting someone to sleep. And then we can disable the... I think it actually works better. We're gonna get rid of Hypnosis. But like I was talking about, to gather more information about the game overall, I went to Whom Is Yes. So Whom Is Yes, as I've spoken before in this video, is this really skilled Pokemon speedrunner. And he has like this 70, probably not even 70 hours, but around like 60 something hours of a speed run of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, where he basically recruits every single Pokemon. To recruit every single Pokemon, you basically have to go to the, pretty much every single dungeon and do some crazy mechanics of the game that I didn't even know about. And I am currently watching all of the 60 whatever hours he has on YouTube, so I can learn more about the game. So actually, I can make better videos on my things I want to do in my Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I am learning, I guess, with the best. I think he's probably one of the best Pokemon Mystery Dungeon players out there. He's very skilled. He is very good. He's a really good speedrunner. He has a lot of world records on a lot of Pokemon games, not only Mystery Dungeons. So I think watching those 60 hours of Recruit Them All could help me on my channel, because I can actually learn a bunch of things from just watching him and all of the different mechanics and things he does to actually, do stuff. So, that's someone I've come to really appreciate on his content on Mystery Dungeons, so I can learn about a lot about, So that's something I'm actually doing. So, 60 hours for me is as long as it's for something productive or something that I enjoy, I do not mind doing. So, for me, 2 hours is intimidating at all, because 60 hours is kind of intimidating, But, 60 hours is intimidating. Now, 2 hours for me is like, okay, sure, I can watch this if I have the time. Even if I don't have the time, I can just watch a piece here, watch a piece there, and get it over with, So, for me, 2 hours isn't bad. Like, I'm trying to make content that I would still watch, and I can still be appealing for a variety of an audience. And I think 2 hours is a good. I think 3 hours, I think I'd find a little bit intimidating, unless I was very into what I'm currently seeing, if that makes sense. Yeah. So I think 2 hours is good. I don't have to check on the time right now. I think we're like at 1 hour 30, 1 hour 34. And just keep beating these Pokemon. Baku's level 21, still 3 levels away from the level we wanted. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a little bit more like interesting topics I can maybe talk about. I'm not sure if I'm gonna find any, but I am getting kind of tired of just talking, continuously grinding after 1 hour and a half, because you know it's not like early morning. I mean, it's just like later in the night. So I am tired about the whole day, and just coming here and recording 2 hour session of me talking can be pretty exhausting. Enjoyable, sure, but exhausting. So I don't know what I'm gonna think about to talk about. There's just some interesting stuff I could maybe talk about. I don't know. I could think about that and do it on my next chill grinding session where I just talk about me and I guess life and things that I find interesting. I think I could talk about. Yeah, that's pretty much it, I guess. What else I could talk about? I don't know. Are we gonna find a shiny though? That's something that is on my mind. I really want to find a shiny. Give me a second shiny in my life in recording. That would be great. I mean, it would be a lot better if I just fake the story. I say that this is my first shiny, but no, I'm not gonna do that. It would be more interesting. Oh my god, first shiny in recording. Whoa. But I don't even know how a shiny Weedle or Kakuna looks. I just know like shiny Beedrill probably looks blue. I don't know. I have that feeling that it is blue. I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. I think I mentioned it before in this video, but honestly at this point I don't even know what I've talked about and why I didn't. I just talked about so much today in this video that I don't even know. And Baku is leveling up so slowly. These level 5 Pokemon. Damn. I don't even. I probably would have done faster training if I actually counted how many EV I got, but it's very hard to actually determine that in one of these games. So I don't even bother. I don't even bother with the trouble. I just continuously EV train until I probably reach, you know, like a really high level, like probably like level 50 or something. That's when I'm like, okay, we'll probably have all of our EVs maxed out. I'm not gonna EV train anymore. Yeah, so until we reach something like that, I'm just gonna keep EV Trainer just to make sure we're actually EV training and my Pokemon are maxed out on the EVs. And yeah, I'm surprised we haven't extincted all of these species in this round. So okay, so with now Poison Gas, I think my strategy for Lieutenant Surge has improved. I basically just have Weeping Bell just kind of try to do his thing and. You know, just you know, set up with a sleeping powder or sleep powder, and then just use growth to get its Vine Whip strength up, so the special attack, and he just tries to do as much damage as possible. When I think I'm actually scared, I switch into Baku because Baku has pretty okay high special defense, I think. So even if it goes for obviously you have a lot of defense CVs, so either way, either option of you know what move the opponent Pokemon will go through, Baku can probably tank it pretty well. Then if it starts setting double teams, you can go for the Sable. If it doesn't, we can just use Poison Gas, just keep stalling the enemy Pokemon, and then when everything looks like really bad and both Weeping Bell and Drowsy are very low, I can just switch into Diglett, and Diglett can probably finish it off as the ground type it is. And I think it actually looks like a pretty good strategy. I'm gonna hope it works, because if it doesn't, you know, we lose the playthrough or the Nuzlocke, and that would suck, but, you know, that's how things are. Is there a later route I can actually train for HP and defense CVs, like, efficiently? I don't think so. I'm actually a bit tired of just grinding Baku and getting 30 experience, so we're actually gonna switch our training for now. Actually, let's do the last, you know, few minutes of this grinding session. Let's train up Wings a little bit. We're gonna get some attack EVs on Paris. I think that's a good option for me. And I need to think of maybe of a more specific spot I can actually grind. Man, I forgot the name. Baku into level 24. Because wow, it's been crazy. I tell you, we've been grinding for an hour and a half, and it grew up like 6 levels actually. Not bad. It was level 15, I think. That's actually not bad for level 5 Caterpies, but. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to Mount Doom. Oh my god, I have Zubat in first place right now. That's actually really bad. It's actually level 7. Wow, Wings, you're actually bad. This is the first time we see Wings. Say hello, Wings. Let's just switch on to Baku and run away. kind of want to beat some pairs because it gets attack EVs, and it has a 100%, it's a 100% chance it's going to be a Paris, so you're definitely going to find a Pokemon with an attack EV. That's really good. And, we want to get that and just train off a few of our Pokemon. We have gotten a lot of speed EVs so far through the Nuzlocke, so getting some attack EVs could help the entire team overall. I know we have Tantrum here, level 21, so we want to get him to level 22 as well. I actually get that out of the way first, maybe. Or actually, I could just do it with Wings, and both of them get the experience in the attack EVs. And you're going to be here probably for a while. Maybe even find a shiny Paris. I don't know how that looks. That could be interesting as well. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Level 9 Paris, yeah, Wings can definitely not beat that. I think Zubat has a pretty poor move pool early as well, so it's going to be rough for me to know exactly what, I want to use and whatnot, so... And once he has a good move, he can maybe fight the Paris, but until that point, I think he can't. And the effects for Paralyzed Tantrum, good. That's exactly what I wanted today. Alright, but there goes the Paris, and we're gonna get a few attack EVs. It's gonna be great. And Tantrum's still gonna grow very slowly, level 22. And we can still just talk about other stuff. Let's see. What is a good topic that I can just speak my mind about? I actually don't know. I think I'm actually out of topics right here. Nothing is really coming into my mind that could be interesting to talk about. Oh, okay. So this is something I haven't mentioned. I talked previously about ROM hacks, and that I'd never really got too much into ROM hacks, but I actually played one ROM hack in my life. I played Pokemon Glazed, I think, I'm not quite sure. But this was basically a game someone recommended it for me to play, and so, I downloaded it on my phone actually. I played it on my phone. And I think that game was like really big. It had a lot of different regions, a lot of different trainers, champions. Sounded like a big thing. I'm not really sure if it was Pokemon Glazed. That is the game that comes to mind. And I actually, I know it was an enjoyable game. I played a lot of hours on that and had a good time. And that was a pretty good ROM hack. So I had a pretty good ROM hack experience. That was the only ROM hack I played. It was like when I was, I don't know, 16 or something. So I didn't have a good time with that, and that was the only time I pretty much played a ROM hack. I don't know if I said before that I never played a ROM hack, or if I said that I never really got too much into ROM hacks, but I did play one ROM hack. That is pretty much it. I don't remember what I said before, but yeah, I just remember that I did play Pokemon Glazed, and I did have a good time on it on my phone. It was pretty good. I had a good time. There was a lot of different Pokemons from a lot of different regions as well. A lot of different generations, and I had a good time. Let's see how much Wings does against level 7. Oh yeah, Bug Time is super effective because this is grass. Oh, maybe Wings can actually do something against Paris, and I forgot. Okay, let's actually try to beat this thing. Oh, does Paris only know Paralyze or Stun Spore? Because if so, we actually have a freebie here. Oh, he doesn't know Scratch. Only 5 damage can probably heal that out. So yeah, we can actually level up Wings pretty fast. I'm thinking leveling him up a little bit on attack for now, and then we get into speed. I don't know. Either option can be really good, And then, just keep switching on our teammates. We have a lot of Pokemon to grind. We have all of these 6 and then Neko as well. So it's going to be a few grinding, chill episodes before we actually get back into the Nuzlocke itself, but I guess I could probably just I didn't really want to do it, but I think it just overall saves me a lot of time. So speeding up, let's talk about speeding up. So speeding up, in just having something that improves the speed up of the game and makes it like everything faster. Basically the definition of speeding up, right? I know there's people that don't really like speeding up because it just makes the game easier in a way, but I didn't really want to speed up on this Nuzlocke. because these are like the classic Pokemon games, you know? These are the games like that you expect you're maybe playing on a Game Boy or something, and the experience is a little bit different if you're actually just speeding up. It just, I guess it doesn't feel like the classic Leaf Green Fire Red. I actually think speed up is a good thing because it does reduce the time you have to be grinding, which I think is something like that happens in you know, Nuzlocke's overall. Like you have to you know speed up and grind a lot of Pokemon, or you're gonna spend like 50 hours grinding, if that makes sense. So I'm actually thinking that maybe I'm gonna start speeding up because I think it's not something I really wanted to do on Leaf Green because it is a classic Pokemon game, and it's supposed to be played on a Game Boy or something, not supposed to be like an emulator or something. But I think it will just save me so much time and will give me time for me to actually get more content and other things like progress is going to be a lot faster. I can get more stuff happening, if that makes sense. And I know some people are not a fan of it because they're speeding up, they're making the game easier in a way. I don't really think that is the case. I think it just makes the process faster, which obviously saves time and you can waste that time or something else, which is really important. So I actually think from the next episode I will maybe speed up. I do not have a speed up right now on my emulator because I did remove it to try and tempt myself from abusing it, but it's maybe something that I might use in a further episode of me just grinding, I guess. Holy crap, just 3 HP. I forgot about HP while talking right here. And I know there's some people that don't like it. If you don't like it, I apologize, but I think it's something that will overall just save me time and give me more time to actually, progress through the Nuzlocke and get more things done, so I can get more content out faster, if that makes sense. And in these 2 hours that I just grinded like Baku 3 levels, I could be grinding everyone like 10 levels, if that makes sense. So it doesn't really make the game easier because you're only speeding up. It doesn't make any part of the game easier, it just makes it faster, For anyone that doesn't like that, I apologize, but I think that's something I'm actually going to resort to because I think I can get more content out that way, and I think it's good. Yeah, for now we're just going to get a lot of attack EVs in this place before we need to go back. These pairs are a little bit annoying because they have the paralyzing aspect to them. And I think in the next episode we will start speeding up so we can get the grind pretty much over with next episode or in like 2 episodes, and then we can just continue with the Nuzlocke, and I think that will be a bit better. But for anyone that joined just for watching me talk and trying to learn a bit more about me and are not really interested in the Nuzlocke itself, yeah, you just so it's still gonna be the same commentary. The music might be a little sped up, which is a little bit bad, I guess, for your ears, but I don't think it's that annoying. I don't know. I'll see how it goes. Maybe I can put the volume a bit lower when I'm speeding up, which will be pretty much always. I don't know. I think sound is a very important thing in games, so I don't know if I really want to lower it that much more. I rarely lower it a lot, so it's still good, but it's not like really loud or something. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna leave it like it is, and hopefully it's not annoying. But I guess I don't really have that much to talk about as well. I guess this was pretty much like an episode. I guess I decided just to talk about everything. I guess I could just upload a video with no sound, with just me grinding levels, just to make sure it is there for anyone that wants to see. Oh my god, I didn't grind. I don't know. There's so many different things I could do. I don't know what to do. Actually, it's rough. Actually, like, think about these. Like, I could probably upload it with no me talking, it would just be a boring grinding session, but like that way it's like whatever, it's no one will watch that. If I actually put commentary on there, it's me talking as well. Like, people do need to kind of just resist the temptation of like muting the sound or something because of the back being the background music being so different and faster. It just looks pretty much like worse, I guess, in a way. I don't know. I really don't. Who knows? Who knows what I could do? Yeah, I think this overall just was a different episode, just a commentary, just talking about myself. I think it was good still. I think it was a good episode overall. I really hope it is everything recorded wonderfully, because I don't think I ever recorded a Pokemon episode that was this long. Maybe I don't think so. So You know, if it's wrong, I'm gonna pretty much just cry, and yeah, just pretty much just talked a little bit. I think it was cool. I think this is a cool episode. I'm actually happy about the topics I talked about, and just talked a little bit more about myself and getting myself a little bit more out there, and trying to show what I have to offer, I guess. And you know, just keep doing what I love, and hopefully it will work out at the end. Yeah, and I was actually leveling up pretty fast. Just one-shotting all of these bears actually, you know, if he had this sped up, we would probably like take not more than 15 minutes just grinding, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start implementing speed ups in just grinding sessions, not actual gameplay. I think my actual like Nuzlocke episodes will not be sped up because I think that's just wrong. I don't think that is good for the for Leaf Green to be reliable in that aspect. But I think in just grinding episodes, I think it's very good for me to do it, so I can save a lot of time on the grinding. It also makes me faster to upload other things, and just makes the progress faster, which is something I currently really want, so I can actually make more content, get myself more out there, so I can get more people to watch my content, maybe enjoy it and subscribe, and just get more stuff happening, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think that's a plan. And hopefully hopefully like the background music doesn't get too annoying. Hopefully like I can get used to it, and anyone watching can too. And I'm still talking, I'm still having a good time grinding everyone, and we're just chilling, I guess. I think this would be a lot better if I was streaming it and I actually had an audience, but right now I don't. So this is the way it goes for now. And so I can get at least a better computer, better everything, and I can actually start streaming and actually have an audience I can interact with and things like that. I think that could be so much fun. So yeah, there's so much that can happen, good or bad. Hopefully good. And just try to grow. Right, so right, maybe I should end the episode here, because I'm kind of talking about speeding up, and I kind of now feel kind of just grinding without speeding up, because I am slowing myself from starting a speed up episode, I guess. So now that Anima is level 20, I think it's a good time maybe to just leave Mount Move for now. Mount Move. Oh, we can actually use Dig, right? It just works like an escape rope. That is so cool. I didn't know that worked that way. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna heal up. Can we buy another Magikarp from this guy? No, you can only get one. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's a good time to end. It's not quite the 2-hour mark I was hoping. But yeah, I don't know why in the beginning I said I was gonna show the whole grinding session with a video out, because this is slow as hell. We're not even getting much progress here. We got a little progress though. But yeah, I think next episode will be just me speeding up and getting a lot of levels up on everyone, and just making my content be faster that way and more enjoyable. Hopefully, most people aren't against me speeding up. I think it's not a bad thing overall. I know some people really dislike speeding up because it changes what the Pokemon game is supposed to do and stuff. It just changes. It just feels different in a way, but hopefully that's okay. I think it's actually a good decision for me to speed up and get more content out there. So if for some reason you made it to the end of this video, if you're crazy enough to sit through the whole thing and hear me out, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much for hearing me. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy this episode. I think it's probably one of the best episodes I've done so far. Not from like a gameplay point, but from like a commentary point. I think it was just good. Talking about things I usually don't talk about in my playthrough, and that, a little bit more different, a little bit more personal, I guess. So I really hope you did enjoy it, and I will see you next time.